Alright guys, we are back with another video for you today. We're taking a look at the PE-2 Squadron for Blood Red Skies. New release here for the Soviets, so stay tuned. We'll get this open for you and we'll take a look inside. Alright, we got everything open for you guys. So again, we get our usual sheet of cardboard goodness for the various planes, our advantage bases, the cards themselves, and again, a big chunk of plastic resin goodness here. So again, by and large, everything is a-okay here. Just a couple of, well, especially this guy's got some interesting deformities here. We kind of got some up and down wing action going. So there'll be some trimming and bending back into place with this stuff. Again, really good detail overall, though. Just some of the planes here definitely have some wing droopage or bending in places. So that will definitely need to get fixed. But overall, again, pretty solid and crisp detail, all things considered. So again, we get 6 of those crazy little buggers, our sheet of many, many Soviet stars, and then our cards. And as we talked about in the video for the Soviet ace there, Maria Delina. So an interesting plane, certainly a little bit different usage than the new Ju-88. Check out our videos on that too. So we basically just get interlocking fire here. Which again covered in the other video, but basically you play it in reaction to a plane with a turret firepower rating being attacked. You add +1 firepower for every other friendly plane within range of the attacker with a turret in arc. So you definitely want to do some like close formation flying with these things just to keep like all your turrets overlapping basically and make enemies regret getting close to you like that. So that being said, again, this is a plane with some interesting stats. 0 for the firepower, 1 on the maneuverability, and 7 for speed with a real speed of 361 actually. So again, this is a 1941 plane, so faster than a lot of the I believe the early like 109s, or at least right in that range. But 360 on the turret, so it's got a 360 turret firepower 1, but then also a rear firepower +1 rating there. So interesting things all around. But the kicker with this plane, and again, if we're understanding things correctly, this thing doesn't cost points. It's going to just go off of your pilot skill level. So that's if that's how that works, that's pretty bonkers. Depending on, I guess, what you're doing, you could field a ton of pilot skill 2s of these, and at 25 points apiece, I guess you could have 16, you could have 20 of these things at 500 points. That seems a bit ridiculous. Now granted, you're probably not going to kill much with pilot skill 2 on this thing. That being said, that's still a hell of a lot of planes. You're no way are they all getting shot down. We'll definitely do some double checking in the rulebook and the expansion just to make sure that that's how that works. But if somebody knows in the comments below if that's like how that's supposed to be, or anybody from Warlord happens to see that, that'd be great to have just a for sure clarification on that. But that is certainly interesting. And looking at it this way, I guess you could have 5 of these things, 5 aces, generic aces for 500 points too. That'd be kind of interesting, kind of scary. Probably some sort of mix of pilot skill 2 and 3 really for these things, just to keep it cheap and give you quantity, because I think that's really, again, where we're going to go with pretty much all things Soviet, is quantity over quality, which has its own type of quality to it. No points cost, so interesting to see what else in the Soviets might have that. Again, we're just really dipping into the Soviets a little bit here, so anybody else that's playing Soviets and has more of a not grasp on them, but like just a little more familiarity with all their various planes and stats and stuff so far, drop us a comment. Let us know what you guys think about that. So should there really be free planes in the game? Just a interesting mechanical gameplay kind of thing to bring up in general. So anytime there's free stuff, it should certainly draw some attention, and hopefully is not something that's going to get abused in any way either. So certainly could see someone who's like very, very skilled potentially being tough to deal with these things. Again, overall, just sort of strictly, I think the Ju-88 is probably just going to be a little bit nastier based on some of the things it can do, especially with its ace. But still, nonetheless, this thing will have its place, certainly. And especially in those early war games, and it'll be interesting if we see late war versions of this, since it is mentioned that's been constantly upgraded. So hopefully we'll get that down the road. Obviously, this thing is just brand new at the time of the video here, so definitely something interesting to look forward to here, and we'll try out some Soviet battle reports. Right now, really, we just got Yak 9s and these guys with the ace for these guys, Maria. So it'll be interesting to see what we come up with. And first game's probably just mainly going to be Yak 9s at various skill levels. So we'll see what we can do there, and then see about incorporating these guys once we get everything cleaned up, bent back into place, and we'll bend all that stellinium back into place there, and then get these guys painted up and see what they can actually do in a real battle. So hope you guys enjoyed our little look here. This is again the new PE-2s for Blood Red Skies for the Soviets. If you could, drop us a like and a subscribe if you haven't already, and then stay tuned for more.